I have to go tell Alvida that Sir Francis wants to see us.
Are the arid shores of Tainea.
Sir Francis will be gone for several days. We'll have to wait for him to get back.
I'm sure we'll find something to do in the meantime.
I'm happy to see you again.
The pleasure is ours, Your Excellence. Where is Erin? Should we wait for her?
I'm sure she'll be here soon. How have you been?
Busy. We sail for Teer Fradee soon.
Indeed. Wonderful. What did I miss while I was in Al-Sad?
When the general attacked Esquiara, a sage performed the protection ritual. She turned into a giant creature. We called them guardians. We discovered what had become of her. She'd been captured, taken to a secret cave.
Intriguing.
The general had his scientists cut her apart to study her. The people we freed told us scientists had been torturing a prisoner.
How abhorrent. Do you know what they planned?
They took her to a place near the border between the congregation and Dutton. She was to attack the Empire. My people and the congregation would be blamed.
By Her Majesty's grace.
We defeated their guardian. Their camp was destroyed.
The Imperial Ambassador was with us. She saw it all.
If he had succeeded, the continent would have been plunged into chaos. Good thing you stopped it. I'll have our informants listen for reports of giant creatures.
We met people in Perrin. Cardinal Pius, Prince de Vespe, the D'Orsay's ambassador.
Be wary of the Father Cardinal. And not just because our countries are at war. He's a dangerous man.
The Prince agreed to finance our journey in exchange for a few services.
You must be impatient to see your island again.
How did it go? Did you present our proof of Gurnaz's plot to the Assembly?
Yes, and they were appalled. But they are still debating the best way to respond. It might be weeks before they take a decision. It could come too late.
You told us as much. So we've prepared an expedition to warn them.
That won't be enough. You must also take an inoculation to them, to keep them from falling ill. I've spoken with the researchers at the university about this treatment.
The treatment we got on the ship. Why, we lived, but Shada died.
Precisely. The doctors on the continent have a remedy that makes it harmless. Go see Helise. She has everything you'll need to treat your people.
Thank you, Your Excellence. We should get going.
My, time seems to fly when speaking with you. I'm a bit concerned that Zeren still isn't here.
Do you think she's in trouble?
That is a possibility.
Thank you. They nearly killed me.
I'm relieved to see you are well, Zeren. Please, come inside. We have matters to discuss.
Hold on a second. One of these mercenaries was careless enough to carry his orders with him.
Let me see that. Indeed. There appears to be a price on your head, my dear Lady Zeren. Someone knew we were to meet in secret.
That's impossible. How could anyone have known about this?
I took the utmost precaution in regards to this meeting. Not even the embassy was aware of it.
This altercation is sure to draw unwanted attention. If someone wants me dead, it's too risky for me to stay here. I'm very sorry, but I have to go. I'll try to get to the bottom of this.
I understand. I also would like to know where this contract came from. Goodbye, my lady. I believe now is a good time to bid you farewell also. Thank you for coming, my friends. Now, I must get back to my work.
It was nice to speak with you, Sir Francis, as always. May the winds ever guard you.
I'm still thinking about the orders we found on the soldier's body. Something doesn't smell right. Aren't you even the slightest bit curious?
I agree it's strange, but we don't have time for that right now. Our priority has to be the vaccines. Hello.
Hello, everyone. How can we help you?
Sir Francis told us you could help us take a remedy for smallpox back to our people on Teer Fradee to protect them from Gornaz's plan.
Yes, he spoke to me.
I've prepared a batch of vaccine samples you can replicate and use to inoculate your people. The university has agreed to allow me to teach you how.
Thank you. That's an immense relief.
It's the right thing to do. But to make sure your people are protected, you'll need to inoculate as much of the population as possible. You'll need to teach others how to perform the technique I'm going to teach you, and you must ensure that your people accept this remedy.
I'm sure we'll be able to. This remedy isn't that different from some of our rituals. They'll accept it.
Come, I'll show you how it's done. I'm impressed. You really seem to have mastered the technique. You'll have no trouble teaching others how to perform these inoculations.
It's not really that different from the remedies our people use. The only thing that changes is the tools that are employed.
That's right. I'd almost forgotten you're a healer yourself. In any case, have no fear. I'll have the vaccine samples delivered to your ship as soon as possible.
Thank you, Alice, from the bottom of my heart. You're living proof that not all Renoixe are bad. We'll leave you to your research.
Goodbye. Please feel free to come back anytime you need help.
Disembark. We've arrived at our destination.
Hello. Are you the person who was to join us on our trip to Teer Fradee?
Indeed. I shall be in charge of the goods on your ship, and selling them once we arrive on your island. The Prince de Vespe made sure that we had all the necessary authorizations and funding. We can leave as soon as you are ready. Remember, the trip is very long. I suggest you finish any business you may have here before leaving.
We're ready to set sail.
In that case, let's get to the port as soon as possible.
What is it, Nilan? I thought you would be happy to return to Teer Fradee.
I must leave you here. You know that I would like to see our island again. But you've seen the tragic situation our people are confronted with in these lands. I must stay here with them.
Would you like us to remain here a little longer?
No, and you know that's not possible. Your mission cannot be delayed any longer. You must warn our people of the lurking danger. Go, bring this vaccine to the Tiarna and our chief. We shall meet again, if the winds are in our favor.
Wa'awul seg, Nilan.
The shape of your island is instantly recognizable. You're home at last.
Wager that something you see doesn't sit well with you. Disappointed? I always am.
The wind that guarded me here forgot to tell me that my land had changed so much.
Stop where you are! What are you doing here? This is Bridge Alliance territory and foreigners are subject to strict controls.
I'm not a foreigner. I was born on this island and my village is close by.
I don't care. These lands no longer belong to you. Alliance lands, Alliance rules.
And any attempted smuggling will be severely punished.
Please, let me put these fools in their place. It's been far too long since I've been able to exercise my talents.
Sybil, if you please. I think I might lose my temper.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Sybil de Vespe, and I've been sent by the merchant congregation to trade goods at your trading post. We obviously have all the necessary authorizations, we've signed all the forms and greased the palms of all the officials. The princes of the congregation themselves are the ones organizing this expedition. so it would be very ill-advised for you to stand in our way.
Okay, but...
Our hold is full. You should go and help the dock workers. The ship's not going to empty itself. Now, if you don't mind...
Yes, of course, madam.
It's heartbreaking to travel through these lands. You can see the former beauty of the place, but it's already been partially deformed.
They had only been here a few months when they started cutting down our forest and digging their mine. My art is just a source of wealth to them. As for my people, I sometimes wonder if we'll survive.
I'm sorry. I should never have accepted that mission.
Show them what we're made of!
Now I'm going to have to buy some new armor.
This is odd. Where is everyone? We should go to the chief's house. Maybe they're gathered there. Is anyone here? Furkan? This is really strange. There's usually at least one visitor here. Teer! Teer! My mother is obviously not at home. Maybe they've organized a great hunt. I hope it's something like that. I have to admit I'm worried. Chief Minan! Brigade! I'd hoped they'd all be here together. But there's no one. I remember that some were suggesting that we should leave the lake because of the Alliance. Perhaps that's what they did in the end.
The people in the fort must assuredly know where and when they would have left. We should ask them.
You? I'll be. I wasn't expecting that. The entire world thought you were dead. What are you doing here? What do you want?
Answers. We went to my village and we found it deserted. What happened there?
The priest of your village was found dead, and several young folk had disappeared, including you.
I can vouch for that, but do continue.
Minan, a man who I held in great esteem, came to the fort demanding reparations. He was furious and worried. Alas, one of my soldiers disobeyed my orders and killed him. I believe that's what motivated your people to leave the region. They couldn't stay here any longer with the river pollution and everything else.
Why did this soldier kill Mina? He was a good man, and if my memory serves me, he took you for a friend.
I know, and believe me, I'm still upset about what happened that day. That should have never happened.
Do you know where the other villagers went?
According to my sentinels, they were headed south. If you want to fight them, that's the direction you should be taking.
The Alliance demonstrates once again that they are nothing more than greedy belligerents. But what else is new? I must find my people. Goodbye, Captain. Adir maluchtos, los marhuedes, linquid mavatirambay. I'm sorry. I can't help but cling to the hope of seeing my mother alive again.
That's only natural. Forgive me if this is a painful subject. But what about your father?
He died while hunting. Killed by a mad beast when I was a child. My mother was never the same after that.
Halt! Renoik say you are not welcome here.
Wait a minute. I know that face.
Kadal, you don't recognize me?
You know who this is, Kadal?
I can't believe it. What are you doing here? And with these foreigners? Everyone thought you were dead.
We came here to find my people, but also to warn them and to bring them a remedy. Friends who are here with me helped me get this far and survive the continent. Without them, I would still be rotting in a jail.
I know a few people who are going to be really surprised to see you. Enter. You need to go and see our chief. Her house is on the left.
Thank you, Kadal. It's great to see you again.
Credoet. Björd Teer tomaat.
Es neis riedelanger. Oi, tog dies velo quea direct.
Toigen saranoik sa direct juedesa.
Riden ger. Crede me mes maruto.
To? Eskair to?
Havadir.
Arent. Smeond oem naviolen to oleg adiven. Hagin. Eskeloin me. Quana rego me crefam toflani. Smeunduem colda da holeg. Remnem e lochtem warm, da neo me essa da vorge days.
And I was even angry at the Renoikse.
But where are Nilan and Sheda?
Sheda has returned to the source of all spirits. As for Nilan, he preferred to remain on the continent.
Sheda wacht. Klebanu de Bonedem say. Come now, let us go inside. It will be quieter, especially if we must speak this tongue. We have so much to catch up on.
You know, when I saw the state our village was in, I thought I had lost you.
I'm a warrior, and I was so angry after you disappeared. All my melancholy was gone. Only rage remained. I brought all the survivors here, and we created this new clan. A clan for those who refuse the domination of the Lions.
Forgive me for not introducing you to my friends. Without them, I would probably still be imprisoned over there. Or dead. Sybil comes from a noble family in a nation of merchants. She's the one who rescued us from the prison.
Madam, it is a great pleasure to make your acquaintance. I was happy to do your son this tiny favor. He's a very special person.
Till is a warrior. A coin guard, to be exact. He used to serve our enemy. But now he's made amends by helping us as best he can.
Madam, I've done you a great wrong. I hope you can forgive me one day.
Ludwig comes from a country that is unknown on our island. His knowledge of the roads on the continent helped us to find shelter and to reunite with some of our people.
And your son, in turn, has saved my skin on several occasions. It's a pleasure, madam.
If my child considers you to be friends, you are welcome here. If you have helped my child, you are my friends as well. I'm so happy to have found you again. Today, that's all that matters to me.
Me too, Mother. But that's not the only reason I came back. I also have to warn you.
Warn me? About what?
When we were on the continent, we learned that a group within the Alliance was planning to eradicate our people.
How? If they're counting on their weapons, it won't be enough. We know this island better than they do, and we will defend it to the end.
I know that. But unfortunately, the method they intend to use cannot be defeated by our warriors, however brave. On the boat, shortly after our capture, Nilan and I underwent what we thought was a strange ritual. But Sheda did not. Not long afterwards, we watched her die of a terrible and unknown illness that spared us.
Teer, I'm sorry. I know how much you loved your friend.
Without knowing it, we were the subject of an experiment designed to prove a theory they had. That our people are very susceptible to this disease. It spreads very easily and would wipe us all out, not just children and old people, but warriors as well. And in a very short time. In order to get a few servants, the Lions would simply have to use the remedy on those willing to submit to them.
They have no honor. Who gets rid of their enemies like that?
That's why we decided to understand and learn the ritual that protected us on the boat. The scholars on the continent call it an inoculation or vaccine. We've brought back enough to protect the whole island. But we're going to need the help of all the Donegada in all the villages to use it.
I'll see that the word gets out. Don't worry. I'll tell all the chiefs what our enemies have planned. Meanwhile, you should go and explain this protective ritual to the Donegada in the camp. They'll start using it right away.
I'd also like to speak to the Teer Nahar about all this. To warn her and seek her advice. Do you know where she is?
I know she's preparing a ritual for our dead. Go see the Donegada first, and then come back here. I'll tell you where to find her then.
How and why did you create this new clan?
When we were forced to leave our village by the lake, our clan, the Shantamlag, was no more. We were like a flock of frightened birds, far from the refuge of the great fish. Many were dispirited, their hearts full of woe. In our flight, we met refugees from other clans, and I saw that together we could unite to form a new clan. I spoke to all those who were, like us, taking refuge in these ruins. I asked them if they wanted to stand up against injustice, if they wished to create a clan strong enough to rise up against the invaders, a clan to protect our people and our island. Many followed. Others came later and are still coming. The Exragao, the Risen, were born.
What happened in the village? When we arrived and I couldn't find anyone, I was so worried.
You know, our village was already weakened. Our river was full of poison. We could no longer fish, and there was a lack of game. Then we discovered Toffland's body and understood that you had been kidnapped. Minan went to the fort to talk to the captain. When a soldier killed him, despite the apologies given by the people at the fort, we understood that we could no longer stay. This sacred place, this gift of the great fish, had been taken from us by foreigners. We had to find a new refuge.
What is this place?
It is called Didgidensen, the ruins of the first bastion. It's easily defendable. That's why we originally came here. I'm not a Donegad, but I've been told a few stories about this place, and I understood that it's also an important symbol. It used to be home to the people of the sea, and it's here that our people achieved their greatest victory against them. It was the perfect place to build our camp. May En O'Neill Frichteman offer us the same destiny as our ancestors.
I must leave you for now.
Of course, but come back to see me. I've missed you so.
Morten! Sinna! It's good to see you again. You no longer show any signs of poisoning. That's wonderful.
And it's thanks to you and the remedy you brought us.
It's also thanks to Toflan's care.
We miss him every day. He was a good man. But that was another time, a time that no longer exists. Things have changed so much since then. Since we left Vigeshvar, we've lost our shining scales and become Donea Exregao. We've lost our peace and quiet, but we won't let foreigners push us around and chase us away.
I understand. Take care of yourselves.
Farewell, Donegad.
I don't really want to talk to someone who travels with Renoigse. They say you sailed on one of those huge foreign ships.
Slana, Morrigan. I am so happy to see that you have recovered.
We are also happy to see you again. I have heard that you have brought us a remedy?
Yes, in a way, but this remedy takes effect before you are affected by the sickness. It is more like a ritual of protection, if you prefer. But it must be performed on all of us. The sickness that it shields us from has already taken Sheda and certainly many other islanders.
I will help the clans Donegoda spread the news throughout the island. I promise this in memory of our friend. And also because it is what my father would have wanted.
Your father was the best of masters. I miss him greatly.
We all miss him. He was a good man.
Everything happened so quickly during our capture that we did not have the time to honor his memory. Hello? Are you the Donegad of the Donea Exregao?
Yes, and you must be the child who returned. I was told that some called you Vridanger.
Many words have been spoken about you, and of your missing master, and of your friend, Nilan. We would be happy to have you by our side to protect and guide our clan. Do you have any news for us? We were Black Algs before joining this new clan.
We suffered greatly from the raids, just as the Shining Scales did.
It's been said that they took our people to the continent, and that you were also there. Did you see any of them?
We crossed paths with many islanders there, including some from your clan. Nilan stayed with them to help. I returned not only to reunite with my clan, but also to bring a remedy for all our people. Certain Renoigse, lions, want to eliminate all of us using a terrible sickness that kills in only a few days. It spreads very easily, through ordinary cloth that has been in contact with someone sick.
That's horrible. Can't they fight honorably?
Some of them can, But these lions want to spare themselves the trouble of bloodshed.
You said that you brought back a remedy.
Yes, it is more like a protective ritual. It requires certain ingredients that we brought with us. I will teach you how to duplicate it because there won't be enough. I will perform this ritual on you, then you will need to perform it on others in turn so that everyone will be protected.
And so now we are protected. This ritual is not overly complex.
The ingredients may be more difficult to find, but do not worry. We will make them.
Thank you. Be sure to spread the message to all the Donegada as quickly as possible.
It will be done. We are protecting our people thanks to you. Have you already spoken to Mev?
Yes. You should speak to her as well. Her voice carries far on the island.
I will go and find her. Thank you.
My child, every time I see you, my heart feels lighter. Do you need anything?
We gave the Donegada the ingredients and explained the method. Hopefully everyone on the island will be protected soon.
You're a great Donegad, my son. I'm so proud of you. Despite everything you've gone through, you still look after your people.
I'm just doing what I was taught. Look after our land and our people, as Mev and Toflan showed me.
Mev has finished gathering the ingredients for her ritual. She is now in the cave not far from the village, by the waterfall. So many of our people have died. She wanted to honor them and make sure they were returned to the earth. She told me that this would help you find her. The hen ab Kenedeblad, ol Klebanidau are Hawaealam. Frag Komdawed and Oide. She also left me this seed, saying that you would need it.
Thanks, Mother. I must leave you for now.
Of course. But come back to see me. I've missed you so.
Ankarad, Carmack, I am happy to find you in good health.
To see you has filled our hearts with hope. But I am troubled not to find Shader and our son in your company.
What has happened to our child and to our friend?
I can reassure you that Nilan is doing well and takes his role as Donegat very seriously. We met a great many other islanders over on the continent. They were lost and treated poorly. Nilan decided to stay with them, to help and protect them.
I would have preferred that he return. There has been so much suffering here, and we would have liked to have him beside us.
Carmack, you know how much I miss our son. But I am proud of the decision he has taken, and you should be as well.
And Shader, has she decided to stay with him?
Alas, no. Shader died on the ship that took us from our home. She was taken by an unknown sickness that now threatens all of us.
Teer, the poor little soul.
She was my best student. The bravest, but also the wisest. How sad to hear this.
If you return to the continent, I ask you to give this bow to our son. I made it specially for him.
And tell him to come back to us. We are in need of him. Take it easy, Na miembra de dor casinia silento nam carenoiza.
Oh, it's you. I am happy to see you. Even if you do have rather odd friends.
They are not like the other Renoixe. How are you, Ovia?
I'm surviving. And each day I ask myself again and again why I am still here while my sons took their last breaths. I followed your mother when she convinced us to come here to create this new clan. I tried to make myself useful, but my heart isn't really in the fight. Even life has lost its shine.
I understand. And I am sorry.
You certainly have more interesting people to see than an old woman crying over her fate. Go now.
Ah, there you are. Do you need anything?
See you later.
I certainly hope so.
Did you need me? Here I am.
Goodbye, Ludwig.
Bye. Take care.
You should have remained in those foreign lands since you so loved their people.
According to the indications given by my mother, that's where we'll find Mev, the Teer Nahar. I need to figure out how to open this door. Water has been inscribed here. Here is the word earth.
And so these funny engravings are a kind of writing. I didn't know your people had a written language.
That's true. It's not writing in the sense that you understand it. But the stone may be inscribed with symbols in our sacred language that only the Donegadar are able to understand. This stone bears the symbol of fire. The word death is inscribed on this stone. This stone is dedicated to life. This stone bears the word wind.
You opened the door? Your magic is quite surprising.
Now please excuse me, this is a sacred place. I must continue on by myself. Teer Nahar?
Quetoi. Tu brüderem gär. Und deine Gada men joan, shanta men lag. Es komen kam to atacaranta, evo glendai. Verum en bomarosi. Samol sai alleen dessa.
Aidumer arenaikse abegdumer quawint dier. Sag adreg du.
Estak. Toig. Vored me da regus a deadman. Radidame sever. Why Fradee ema pulstam?
Avatir. Atoja ment da wiem da nesenesem. Atoja vreg da farnas för. And da vaust tirto.
Ande vaurst tirto.
And da veost tirto. Da gombior den sisa gechreul kaeron ket.
Echs reudon ken.
Es quod da rebem olei. Ages quod. Ad loredar tate orid. Doig mu echte. Nas ankenam da uscanti en marui san estradido. I see that you still enjoy the company of foreigners, while our people paid dearly the price of their arrival to our island.
I am sorry, Teer Nahar, but these are my friends. They are not like the other Renaigse.
I hope so. What happened to the apprentice and the warrior?
Nilan stayed on the continent to take care of our people that are stranded there. As for Sheda,
I sense your pain. She's dead, isn't she? And the worst Teer say.
yes. She was taken by a terrible sickness that we do not know here.
Is that what you wanted to talk to me about?
There is a group of lions on the continent, led by a man who dreams of becoming emperor. A sort of chief of many nations. This man will stop at nothing to achieve his goals. And he believes that he will obtain what he wants by eradicating our people in order to claim victory for himself. He wants to use the sickness that killed Sheda for this. It's partly for that reason that I returned as soon as I could. To warn you, and to bring back a remedy with me. Or more precisely, a protective ritual.
You have done well. I am happy that my teachings went with you. Despite what you suffered, you taught first to protect your people. We will help you teach this protective ritual to all the villages of the island, to stop this man from eliminating our people. But if he is as ambitious as you say, then he will certainly think up a new plan.
I would also appreciate your advice on another subject. We were all witness to the brutal awakening of a guardian on the continent. The chief of a clan of refugees from our island attempted to bond with the lands to defend her own. But she transformed immediately and entered into a terrible rage, attacking both her own people and her enemies indiscriminately.
The spirit of the continent must be full of anger. It must feel betrayed, and demonstrates this sentiment through its guardians.
This is what we thought as well. But this metamorphosis was seen by Kurnaz, the chief of the lions who dreams of becoming emperor over all. And he slew the guardian that we saw and started performing experiments in order to create more, forcing our people to bond with the land. He seemed to want to use these guardians for his war, and blame our people for all the destruction he would wreak.
The guardians are emanations of the protectors of the earth, not weapons to be used against others in battle. And our people could become the target of all of the nations on the continent if they accuse us of the destruction. What you're telling me is troublesome, Bridengar. I'm afraid that you must return to those faraway lands to stop this man from making us a part of his war. You must try to discover his plans in order to foil them. And you must enter into communion with the continent, since this man plans on using its powers in his war.
Would I be in danger of transforming as well?
Do not bond to the continent under any circumstance. It is too powerful and too furious. but using a variation of the ritual of the Anatella sphere on the remains of one of these guardians. You should be able to feel what they felt. You must go to the place where the guardian was transformed to do this. You must pour this potion on a part of its body. Then drink an infusion that you must make with these herbs to enter a trance. For a few moments, you will commune with the spirit of this distant isle. And what it will teach you could save us all.
Thank you, Mev. Thank you for this counsel.
I know I am asking a great deal from you. Returning to this continent after having found a way back here must be hard. But I believe that the survival of our people depends on it. Try to find your friend Nilan as well. You will need his help in order to accomplish all of these things. And he can help you with the ritual. I also am afraid that if left on his own, he might fall prey to his tempestuous temperament. Go, Fradee, and it is I who thanks you.
My child, every time I see you, my heart feels lighter. Do you need anything?
I've come to say goodbye, Mother.
But why? Why don't you stay here? Your friends can stay if they want.
Mev's given me a mission that I can only fulfill over there. The only way to save our people is by going back.
But you've already brought us the remedy. Isn't that enough?
There's a very dangerous man over there, Mother. Someone who wants to use us to conquer the continent. If we let him do that, our people both here and there will be in great danger. And the remedy won't help.
My child, my heart bleeds to lose you again. But I am also filled with pride. Go then. Save us all. Defeat this man and come home to me. I promise to protect our island in your absence.
Goodbye, Mother.
You're back. Did you want to return to the mainland? I should have thought that you would wish to stay here. With your people.
Alas, I have a new mission to fulfill on the mainland before I can come home for good.
I understand. We sold all the goods we brought, and the holds are full of exotic items produced on your island. So we can leave whenever you want. But make sure you finish what you had to do here first.
We are ready to return to Kakan.
In that case, let's go. My belongings are already on board.
Coast of the proud cities of the congregation.
From one of my contacts in Tainea. I asked him to keep an eye on Nilan.
Really? Why did you do that?
I didn't want to spy on him, but I was afraid that something might happen to him. He can be a little impetuous. My contact lost all trace of him rather quickly in any case. That said, he heard talk of several attacks by a large group of islanders on caravans headed to the capital. They all took place in the area of Keldarg, an arid region to the north of Alima. He thinks that a number of islander refugees and escaped slaves are hiding there, and that Nilan could be with them too.
Thank you for informing me. I would have preferred you not having him watched without his permission. Even if the information from your contact could help us find him.
I know. If you like, I'll present my apologies when we see him again. That said, I think our priority should be to learn what Kernaz has been up to in our absence. I doubt that he's just been waiting patiently while we've been doing our best to put an end to his plans to eradicate your people.
Here's the coast. We'll finally be able to set foot on land.
My dear, it's a pleasure to see you, especially as I happen to have something to ask you.
What is it?
As you know, someone has placed a contract on my head with the hired assassins. And even though I now have an official protector, there's always the risk that one of them will succeed. The Prince d'Orsay, or more precisely Sir d'Argenton, very graciously passed some very interesting information along to me. It seems that a woman who had been a member of the Assassin's Guild for a long time has now left their ranks. This is extremely rare, as assassins generally remain members all their lives until their abrupt death. Apparently, she finally felt remorse and retired to become a healer at the hospice in Peren. She must know a lot about the workings of her former guild, and might be able to tell us how to find out who's behind this contract. As I'm obviously wary of these darling assassins and their tricks, I'd like you to come with me and watch my back. Well, what do you say?
Let's go. It's best not to let this drag on any longer.
Thank you, darling. We should go to the hospice in the old part of Peren and hope that our former assassin will be there.
What did you think of my island? Isn't it a little too wild for you?
Oh, but savagery does not displease me. Quite the contrary. The red forests, the silvery waterfalls, the volcano that dominates the land. It's a painting worthy of the great artists, and with just the right touch of mystery. In truth, I wish I could have stayed longer, explored a little more. It's so different from everything I know. I hope we'll get the chance to go back together.
I'd be very happy to. I admit that I too would have liked to have stayed there longer.
I understand. You left your people behind again. It mustn't be easy. But you are a man of duty, and our mission commanded us to return.
See you later.
I certainly hope so. It feels like it was just yesterday when we left, but this city seems to have already changed. And not in a good way, I'm afraid. It's buzzing with guards, and you can feel the tension in the air. We need to be cautious and discreet.
You. I never thought I would see you again, friends. I assumed you had returned to your homes, far from the folly that shadows us all here.
The folly? What are you talking about?
Let's just say that things are not moving uphill. The General Kurnaz and his faction are more and more popular. He said a few populist speeches of note, pamphlets are circulating, and posters postulating that an empire is the solution to all problems. Of course, the majority of intellectuals and savants disagree with that conjecture, but the population is adhering to the proposition. This has allowed him to impose to the Sopharks a certain number of changes. Soldiers are everywhere, you must have noticed.
Yes, we saw them. And it is very troublesome. I never thought I would see a Lima follow Kurnaz this easily.
It's because our Teer Nahar, the mistress of all knowledge of my people, had foreseen such a possibility that we have returned. Has the Council of Al-Sad not tried to return to a semblance of order?
Alas, they haven't. Kurnaz was able to win a few battles against Dutan, and in doing so garnered support from partisans of his ideology. As for the others, they've demonstrated a gullibility that is disconcerting. They do not see the danger that he represents despite my warnings. Alongside other guilty parties, your people is often listed among them, which has made them less sensitive to the horrors the General has in store.
And are you aware of his new plan to instate his empire?
Alas, I am not. Though he's gained influence, he's far from achieving his goals if he continues with his current methods. Knowing him, he certainly has something in mind. But unless we were to go and spy on him, I don't know how we could guess his next steps.
That's an idea. Why not go and spy on him? Do we know where he is right now?
He is not easy to pin down. He changes his place of residence nearly every day, and is never seen without a large escort of soldiers. However...
Yes? Are you getting an idea?
I learned that the General is organizing a meeting in his residence tonight. He hardly ever holds such meetings, but he must need to reassure his influence supporters. His residency is found in the military borough, not far from the prisons. But I need to warn you, it won't be easy to get in.
It would seem that luck has finally shown her face. Let's go. We'll find a way to infiltrate that house.
Once again, be extremely careful. If you're caught, I won't be able to do anything for you. And it would only help Kurnaz convince the population of the danger you represent.
We will do everything to remain discreet, you can be sure.
I hate having to stoop to espionage, but I fear that we have no other choice. Do you have anything else you would like to discuss?
Thank you for having us. We're leaving.
It was a pleasure. I hope we'll have another chance to meet.
general must really be afraid for his life. There are more guards here than my uncle's palace, who is rather infamous for his paranoia.
Let's not dally here for too long. We don't want to be spotted.
Expect us to make any headway if you're never here on time. You need to pick up the pace and stop pretending to work. What do you think the master is going to say if he comes to inspect the site?
The master's here?
He certainly is. So, back to work, imbecile.
Curse Slider. You can build your wall all by yourself.
This worksite is the perfect point of entry into the property. We should go and speak to the foreman or his worker.
What are you doing there, you lot? This site is off limits to the public, and I'm not hiring.
We are not here for that reason. We were hoping we could convince you to allow us into the gardens.
Oh, were you now? And why would I do that? I'd be running the risk of losing my good client. And there would go my livelihood, you see?
We were told that the masonry in the courtyard is splendidly crafted. And seeing as how we are ardent architects...
Ah, it's indeed fine work. I am a good judge because it's my handiwork. I might be able to let you take a peek at it. But you can't go in broad daylight. You'll need to wait until nighttime. I'll leave you a ladder to go up and over into the worksite. But I'm counting on you not to break or steal anything. Nothing out of place, or I'll have problems. And if the guard catches you inside, you don't know me.
That goes without saying.
We have work to do now.
Those imbeciles don't understand anything. They quibble as our country mires itself in a war without end. Only a powerful empire could crush Teer and bring us the peace and prosperity we all dream of. These diplomats and scholars blather on and on about sovereignty when they risk being swept away by the enemy. But I shall persuade them otherwise. My war monsters will give them new perspective. Once they've seen the power these beasts provide, the victories served on a platter, they will bend. Imagine all the nations of the continent, as well as Teer Fradee, finally united under a single banner.
May the Enlightened guide my hand.
No, monster!
Die! I will not let you enslave my nation!
What have we here? If it isn't your friend, Zerin, the Teer spy. She's not alone. Arrest her accomplices.
They're fleeing through the garden!
I see him! Over here!
Don't let them get away!
I should have suspected she was up to something. She was too eager to join our mission.
You wouldn't hit yourself over the head. Fauster has been hoping for an opportunity like this for a while now. She wants to protect her country so badly that she sacrificed her freedom for it. Now, it's up to us to get her out of there.
Look, a trapdoor. It must lead us close to the Grand Bazaar. We should go through here.
Well, well. A Teer Fradee savage and a hodgepodge band of misfits. I've heard talk about you. I'm quite happy to make your acquaintance. And even happier to know that you'll soon be rotting in a jail with your friend, that spy from Teer.
Oh, another poor, arrogant imbecile who believes he can lock me up. Me? A Devesp? Let's get rid of him, shall we?
Yes. To arms!
The enemy is here! Attack!
Let's show them what we're made of! Broken!
My men will be here soon. You're done for!
Courage, my friends. We're not too far from the edge of this blasted borough. We'll soon be safe.
Oh, I was starting to fear we wouldn't be able to make it back to the ship.
Thank you, Fausta. What got a hold of her? I too wanted to kill that frogwort, but I didn't put everyone in danger to do it.
I hope she is still alive.
She certainly is, but her incarceration will be trying. Kernaz is going to want to interrogate her, and I fear that his methods will be brutal.
Do you have an idea where she might be being kept?
In the prison, which I believe you're already familiar with.
It's the only adequate place for holding someone in the city. She'll be in quarters that are far more guarded than the ones you were in.
We're going to have to plan another escape, while the entire city is already on our heels. How are we gonna do this?
Come now, Alvi. Don't cry defeat. You know that I'm rather gifted in this domain. I've already proven myself, haven't I? I am certain that we can sneak our little brainless favorite out of these jails, no matter how protected they are. Just give me some time to think.
We're all going to need to think this through. About this and all we've learned. Despite our intervention in the ruins at High Prairie, Kernaz has not abandoned his plans to use Guardians in his war.
Speaking about that, shouldn't we go and find Neelan? We're one man down, and we're going to need all the help we can get.
Fausta said that he could be found in the region of Kel Dag. It's not too far from here.
I need to perform the ritual that Mev spoke to me about. She said that it could help us understand the continent and counter Kernaz's plans.
Wherever you decide to go, we'll follow you. The Constanzia, her crew, and I. You need only tell us a destination.
Let's get to work.